It's like confidence in your closet. What do I need today? I need this piece. It's just gonna make me feel good when I leave the house. So I'm a hapa, or Obama's a hapa. Obama's also from Hawaii. It kind of means half-half. So when you go to Honolulu, you see all these people, or Hawaii in general, and they're like half Asian, half white. Being a hapa, which I always fall back to that, because being half of one thing and half of another makes you think, sometimes you think in two different ways, and I wonder if maybe like I feel like maybe that it's almost like I have a reactionary perspective to my own design. Like I'll have an emotional reaction and then I'll ask myself why I had that, and then I'll tell myself that that's the direction I need to go. I've always sort of acted before and then felt and then responded.
Yeah.
Maybe that comes from having artistic parents, who knows? I never really consider myself to be one kind of designer, and so I always find it kind of a complicated, like, emotional state to be confined to jewelry. The idea that I like to drape and I like to ornament weird or like unexpected parts of your body. And I got really inspired by perfume, and I wanted to create a piece that was inspired by the location that you put perfume on the body. And so I made this so the detail was here, which is where you think you put perfume. I have this really brilliant friend in LA. She has this company called Booze and Besitos, and she made these leggings with straps
Oh my
on
God,
them.
they're incredible.
So I guess my collection is all about sexuality too. There's so many different elements to it. So I love the idea of inside, outside, or like ornamenting the outside of the body, or I make jewelry to wear underneath your clothing. And so for this, like, it's something that should be only in the home, but then to like turn it into something you wear outside, it's so genius. I made the rings, but the rings have like, there's diamonds in them,
Oh my
but
God.
the diamonds are in between your fingers, and so it's just a question. If I ask myself, what is jewelry? Why do people wear jewelry? Then my answer is usually so that I can prove to someone how much money my husband has. I don't have a husband, but maybe you. I mean, I feel like that's what it is. You see these big diamonds. By all means, I love them. They're gorgeous, but
You have nothing to prove.
this is
Your
just
jewelry is
like-
about nothing to prove.
Yeah, it's kind of that. It's
I
about
like that.
proving something. It's about it for yourself, really. And so sometimes I wear this, and I have like a shirt on that's up to here, so it doesn't even matter. But I couldn't leave the house without it at this point. It feels so good to put it on. There's a girl named Taylor Forrest, and she's a genius. And she graduated from Parsons recently. And this was from her thesis collection.
Oh.
And the back of it is just gorgeous. You're like, what is this thing? So it's just a big circle, but you can wear it like this. And then I love to style it. I'll style it like this underneath a leather jacket. I really wanted to make a bracelet that could be on your hand, but it could also be something that you could wear if you didn't want. Like everyone in the world doesn't want to wear a ring connected to a bracelet. I understand that. So I made this. What if you could take the ring off and clip it onto the bracelet, and then you could have a bracelet that could be just chains hanging down. So the brilliance of Steve, my sister's brother-in-law, is that he created it. I have these like really bad, wobbly drawings of a lot of my designs that I've come up with on airplanes. Number one, can I make a ring that connects more than one finger? Can I make a bracelet that connects to a ring? If I do that, can the ring then connect onto itself to make that bracelet? So now you see the two different ways that worked right there. If I can spend like one day totally introverted, like with my sketchbook and like my nerdy podcasts, I would say This American Life is, of course, like a favorite. There's a couple of science podcasts. Today I was listening to the What the Fuck podcast. That's a good one. We would go on road trips, and my mom would be like, what do you want to bring? Well, you can bring one toy, but where's your sketchbook? So we would always have a sketchbook. Like, that's what I do for fun with my parents. Like, we sit around and go to my mom's art classroom and like make clay stuff. I have like a whole world life plan already. It ends with like me with like a huge giant space to make like gigantic sculpture pieces.